What's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talk, TC Fitness. Gladly here with all of y'all, back at it again with a new YouTube video. So this video is gonna be not too long, you know what I'm saying? I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my personal opinion as to why you should not give up on trading or investing. Now, this is just my own personal opinion. I know that a lot of people in this human experience and sit there and tell themselves that trading and investing is too hard, or nobody really wants to learn that, or you might even tell yourself you don't have the money to do so. Number one, you got to stop using excuses, bro. If you're going to change your financial life, you have to stop using excuses. All right? Excuses make you content with where you are, and excuses literally delay your progression, you know? And I understand, like, times is tough, right? The economy has gotten 10 times tougher. We literally are on Hall of Fame mode. Jobs are not paying livable wages, things of that nature, right? So there's so much things that's like, I guess, like a challenge, right? Or that you're up against. But I know that anybody that's watching this video, I know that you can be the one in your family that makes that change, you know? It really starts off with your mentality, right? And blocking out distractions. Hold on. Sometimes you can't make this stuff up, bro. Every time I'm trying to make a video, it's like, whatever. Anyway, you have to block out distractions. You have to really find the time and energy and effort to truly lock in, because I'm out of this walk, bro. I'm out of this walk. But you got to really find the time, effort, energy to really lock in, you know? Because whether it's investing, nothing I can make up. Nothing I can make up, bro. Whether it's investing, trading, just getting this scale down packed, bro, it's going to take a lot of self-belief. It's going to take a lot of detachment from fear, fight or flight mode, and detachment from the things that were taught to you, you know? Another reason why I personally feel like you should not give up on trading or investing, and this channel is leading more towards that because I am an investor, as you guys already know. If you're new to the channel, now you know. I invested to the stock market, and that's my journey to financial freedom. Left my 9-to-5 job to go all in on the stock market, and I'm truly, thankful. Now, another reason why you should not give up on trading or investing is because we live in a time and age where the trap that's set out against you is not, nobody's gonna tell you the trap. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your job is not gonna sit there and tell you, hey, we're gonna try to keep you here for the next 15 to 30 years of your life, and we're gonna give you a set rate, and we're gonna give you a salary or hourly wage, and we don't care about anything else but you helping us make profit, right? We expect you to be here on time, Monday through Friday. We're gonna control your financial infrastructure, and we don't care about how you feel. Now, the trading time for money trap is very, very real, because you only get so much time per day, right? You only get so much time at work. You get 8 hours a day, you get 8 hours of pay, or 10 hours of work, 10 hours of pay, but it's heavily taxed, right? It's one of the biggest bills we'll ever pay in life, which we don't know where the money goes. Whatever they tell us, it's an automatic lie. I don't care. It's a lie. But Majority of the world is playing the time for money game, but you cannot outwork a system that works 24/7. Let me just say that. So if you learn how to invest and you're buying and holding, which is what I do, I buy and hold. If I got to sell off some assets to take care of responsibilities, that's what I do. I can always make the money back because there's no limitation on the amount of money you can make in the stock market, right? Stock market is 24/7. I get it, it's closed Saturdays, Sundays, and whatever, right? But businesses are still going. If you learn how to trade, obviously you get better at the skill, you'll probably make more money, but you also have a possibility of losing more money because a lot of people they don't understand the risk management aspect. And I start to understand sometimes like why people may be scared to invest or trade, because we work hard for our money, right? I put in 40 hours a week. I get my paycheck. I got to take care of responsibilities. I don't want to risk what I worked for. I would rather preserve the capital because your brain wants to keep you safe. Understandable. That's what our brains is here to do. Keep us safe, right? But you have to embrace taking risk, because without risk, there is no reward. Your parents took a risk when it came down to, I guess, bringing you here on the planet. Your mama took a risk because she had to push you out, or if she got a C-section, she still had to take that risk so that you're here today, right? And every day in the real world, you're taking a risk because you have to survive. Understand what I'm saying? So I feel like if you invest your money, as long as you know what you're doing, like, you have to really do your research, and you have to understand like ownership overpowers hourly wages. An hourly wage is to get you to not value your hours in a day. Companies value it at very low rates compared to what they actually bring in. So you guys see me posting a lot of shorts and stuff like that, talking about livable wages, and you guys get to see it from other people's perspective. Like, I'm working these hours and I'm still not getting ahead, and you know, my job ain't paying me enough money, because the way that the system is designed, companies care about shareholders, right? Companies care about profits. They don't care about people. As a person, you have to care about yourself, and you have to look out for your best interests. So I tell y'all, learn other skills that'll help you outside of the job. Use some of the money from the 9 to 5 or whatever hours you work in a day. Use some of the money to go fund your financial freedom. I use some of the money that I make from doing Uber to go fund my assets. And then I work on other sources of income. Now I'm making money on the internet. Facebook, YouTube, right? And if y'all want to check out my ebooks, y'all can check out my ebooks. That's cool. I appreciate that, right? But I still have to generate other sources of income, because I cannot depend on one source of income. Life costs too much to only depend on one source of income. But what the average person does is they only depend on their job. So they can't miss a day of work. If they do, they feel like they're behind, right? If most people live paycheck to paycheck, so they miss one paycheck, they're done, which is scary. That's very, very scary. And this is why I tell y'all, like, please invest, because the money is working for you all day. Just pay attention to the companies you're investing to. I cannot tell you where to put your money, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a financial guru, or I'm not here to sell you a course. Like, I'm none of that, bro. I'm a regular person just like you that's learning and that's trying to evolve each and every day. And I left the 9 to 5 system to become an entrepreneur. That was my personal decision. I'm not saying you have to do that. You do what you want to do. It's your life. I decided to give myself more of a challenge and buy back my time, right? But now it's like, all right, now you got to add more value to people. Now you have to have you have to have other sources of income, and you have no choice but to invest. Now you really got to go harder with investing, bro, because you decided to leave your job because it was stressing you out. And you wasn't happy. Genuinely, I was not happy, bro. I literally disliked that job. I hated it, to be honest with you. I'm not about to sugarcoat that shit. Fuck them. But we have to invest, bro. All right? You shouldn't give up, bro. Yeah, you're gonna have red days in the markets. Yeah, the news is gonna pump fear, and the stock market lost this amount of money per day or today, or stocks is down 20% or 15% or 30%, whatever. Let them do whatever they want, bro. You don't have control over that. Stock market is over $60 trillion, bro. You can't fathom how much money that is. It's over 60 trillion. So there's more than enough money for everybody. More than enough. Real estate. You can own real estate in the stock market. Own dividend paying companies. It's the way that you gotta view the world, bro. We can't like think like the world gotta operate the way that we want it to operate. No, look at how it's operated already. Asset owners, that's how they get rich. That's how they get wealthy. You own assets, you own real estate, you own a business. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, bro. You just have to do your part. I never met somebody that got rich off the 9 to 5, bro. And I don't give a fuck about, oh, back in my days, I made this, that, and third, and I was able to buy a house. Who cares, bro? A house right now is $400,000, $300,000, $200,000. Nobody really has that just laying around. And for the people that do, they was more than likely stacking their bread years ago, right? Or they got a business that's doing good. So we gotta realize the game that we are participating in, because we all are participating in the game. Me, you, your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your uncle, your aunt, everybody. We all participating, bro. Right? And they created Monopoly for a reason. So your best bet is to learn the game, do what you can with what you got, and don't only depend on your 9 to 5 paycheck, because we see it. Paychecks are barely stretching. They don't last 2 weeks, bro. They don't last a week. They last a couple days or a couple hours, and then that's it. You're done. So don't give up, bro. I don't care what y'all do, bro. Don't give up. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Please like the video and subscribe if you are new.